Hello and welcome to Non-Stop Wrestling Chat. My name is Barry and this is your Monday Night Raw review. It was pish. Right guys, see you later. I'm kidding. No, it was pretty bad. Right, before we get into the review guys, don't forget the usual: hit like, subscribe and that wee notification bell. You might know how bad it was. Me and my kids played, what's it called? Tic-tac-toe, noughts and crosses this morning, so that was fun. Right, so we kick off the show. Drew comes out and he's apologising for losing. He has like a Rocky quote in there. Then the Miz and Morrison come out. They have a kind of back and forth. This is nothing special. I don't understand why the Miz is there. Then the announcers break down the Survivor Series qualification. The Survivor Series qualifiers for tonight. Keith Lee versus Eli. Matt Riddle versus Sheamus, and Jeff Hardy versus AJ Styles. First match up, AJ Styles versus Jeff Hardy. Guys, before we get into the full show, right, I've missed some promos out because in segments because they were so bad. But yeah, the way I normally do. So AJ Styles versus Jeff Hardy. AJ picks up the win. I gave this 1.5 guys. Like, these two guys are really... I love these two guys' work. I love Jeff Hardy. I love AJ Styles. They just don't seem to gel together. I don't know what it is. Like, it really does not do anything for me when they're in the ring together. And this, I feel like we've just seen it too much in such a short period of time. And yeah, only gave it 1.5. AJ celebrating at the kind of top of the ramp. Eli hits Jeff Hardy with a guitar from behind. Then we get a match. It's Drew Gulak and Towaza versus Dorado and Metallic. I'm not even going to rate this, guys. I don't even know what the hell happened in it. It was all over the place. It was like a fucking child wrote it. In fact, that's an insult to my kids. There was like somebody, I don't know, somebody who's never seen wrestling and as a child wrote it. I don't know what to say. Then we get the Firefly Funhouse. See this Firefly Funhouse, guys? I'm really getting sick of it. Like, they give it such a large... It's probably one of the best things happening in Raw, but I'm fucking getting really sick of the fucking thing. Then we get Nia, who comes up to Pierce with a list of who she thinks should be in Team Raw. She's the team captain. Pierce says Nia's not the captain. Shayna says of course she is, and hands over her own list, which Nia's no one, but Pierce tells none of them are the captain, but he'll consider the lists. Then Eli is in the ring with his guitar celebrating his new album. Then you get Eli versus Keith Lee. Keith Lee picked up the win here. This is literally just a run-of-the-mill match. This, like, see if you could have, like, now when you put, like, a match on autoplay, so computer versus computer, on a WWE game, that's literally what this was like. It was just like, hit, move, spot, move. Just so robotic. I give it 2 stars because I like seeing Keith Lee pick up the win, but nothing great. So after it, Jeff shows up to hit Eli in the back with a guitar. How many guitars do they have in this fucking show, by the way? And we get the tag team elimination match, which literally pissed me off, guys. The Retribution versus the Hurt Business. The Hurt Business pick up the win. But why? So I gave this 2 stars, right? Because the action was okay. But why the hell did they give the Retribution another loss? Why? What was he needing it? They literally know they could have gave them the win here. They could have put them over the Hurt Business. They could have gave them the win and let them get a little bit of momentum. Now they're even a bigger joke than what they were last week. So Ali goes to attack Kendrick again, but Shelton is there to prevent the attack. Out comes MVP and Lashley to stop Ali, but Ali runs off. So they literally made him lose the match and a coward. The Miz versus Drew McIntyre. At that point, by the way, that's when my daughter came out when we were playing tic-tac-toe, so I was kind of like, I'm angry, but I like playing the... Then the Miz versus Drew McIntyre. The Miz won. Right, The Miz won, 2 stars here. Drew's had a hard weekend, didn't he? Lost at Hell in a Cell, then now he's lost lost against Miz. Like I say, he's literally went like, ooh. Okay, then there's like a bunch of segments that happen here, and this was the ones that I skipped out because it was a waste of time. Then we get Peyton Royce versus Lacey Evans versus Nikki Cross versus Lana. I gave this 1 star, guys. Lana won. I don't know what else to say. Then we get Matt Riddle versus Sheamus. This got a 3 stars, guys. This was the best one, the best match of the night. And the only thing you should possibly be watching in Raw at the moment is this Sheamus versus Matt Riddle. These guys put on a great match. They picked up, Sheamus picked up the win, but it was a great match. 3 stars, really enjoyable. Now, I don't know if it seems more enjoyable because of all the shit that was in the show, but it was a fun match. And we get Drew, Orton and The Fiend. They have like a thing, which I just could not get into at the end at all. A bit of cool action, but it was just nothing that I could get into. Overall, guys, I'm giving this a 1.5 stars. After like what was 3 good Hell in a Cell matches, right? Last night, the rest of the show was pretty poor, but 3 good matches. This is what they come back to us with. Like, this was nothing. It wasn't really enjoyable. It was boring. It was just bad, apart from Sheamus and Riddle. Why did Lana get the win? Why is she winning? If she's just lost against Ahsoka, why is she now getting the win over 4 of the women on the... Like, 3 of the women on the roster? Why is she getting... So she won to get the contender spot. She lost against the champion. Then now she wins again. What are they trying to do with her here? The Jeff Hardy and Eli thing has to stop. It's terrible. Nobody's interested in it at all. And the Eli gimmick, just drop the fucking guitar. I get that's what his gimmick is, okay? The guitar. But just drop it and give him something fucking just wrestling related. The guitar doesn't work. Nobody likes Jeff Jarrett with a fucking guitar. Nobody likes him with hit the guitar either. AJ and Styles and Hardy just need to get a rest. These 2 guys are not compatible against each other, which is insane to say because they seem the most compatible, but they just haven't been putting on great matches. Now, they have had some good matches, but just nothing spectacular. I don't know what the hell they're doing with Keith Lee and Eli. The 2 of them are just kind of back. Like, Keith Lee's just came to Raw, Eli's just back. Keith Lee is kind of not being really used correctly, and Eli just got the loss. I don't get it. They've killed the Retribution. That's it. Retribution is done. They don't even need to make a t-shirt for it. Just leave it. There's no need for t-shirts. There's no need for any more promos. We'll forgive you. Just let it slide. We get it. It's done. You messed it up. It's okay. Don't worry about it. We'll let it slide, okay? But, do you know what it feels like? WWE was like, oh, a couple of bad matches last night. Not gonna lie, Hell in a Cell was a couple of bad matches. But the 3 main matches were good, and so it was like, oh, we're changing, we're getting better, come and watch us on Raw, and you're like, oh, teasing me now, let's see what happens on Raw, and then they just boot you in the balls of how fucking shit the show still is. I was so annoyed when I was watching the Retribution thing. That Firefly Funhouse needs to get cut. They just need to stop it. What do they do? Like, I get the Alexa Bliss thing coming over, okay? But what are they doing? What's the end goal for this? It doesn't seem like there is one. My nose just randomly got blocked up there. It doesn't seem like there is an end goal. It literally just seems like there is a... Oh, Orton won the belt. Put him against The Fiend and let's let Drew get better after The Miz. What's the fucking... Where's the end? Then at the end of the show... Drew and Orton have a brawl kind of thing. For what? Drew just got better after The Miz. It doesn't matter if it was clean, if it was because he cheated, if it was a cheap roll-up, if it was... Whatever it was, it doesn't matter. I don't even know what else to say, guys. Honestly, don't know what else to say. It's sometimes so hard to watch. This was worse than last week's show, and last week's show was terrible. Right, that's me had my rant about Raw. I'll see you tomorrow for what's tomorrow? Impact Wrestling review. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, guys. Your support means a bunch to me. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter as well. And I'll see you tomorrow. See you later, guys.